What if every day could feel just a little bit more special? Romanticizing your life is not about spending money, but it's about making those everyday moments count. Here's how to bring a bit more elegance, femininity, and some magic into your life. First part is creating a beautiful environment. As I've always said on this channel, that the space that I'm in definitely reflects the mindset I'm in. So if my space is cluttered, that means my mind is cluttered and I'm just all over the place. I'm feeling anxious, I'm feeling stressed, and I am worrying a lot. So I need to be able to be in a space that is clear, that is clean, that is beautiful, and that is comfortable for me. Now, there are 3 ways to romanticize your space, so let's get into them. The first one is keeping your space clean and organized. Now, hopefully this is not too much of a mission for you, but I definitely love a clean space, and to be honest, I attribute that to boarding school. So in boarding school, every morning we would have inspection. They would check your cupboard and your desk. Your clothes had to be packed neatly. If they weren't, the prefect on duty would literally take everything out of your cupboard and lay it out on your bed for you to repack, as well as your books as well. If there were any books out of place or your dustbin wasn't emptied out, it was a huge problem. So I would definitely attribute just that discipline of just having a clean space, having my wardrobe neatly packed to that. But that is something that you can also learn and build up as you go by day. I think the easiest thing to do is just put it back where you found it, and that is going to make your life so much easier. So one of the simple things is, let's say you're coming back home from a long day at work and you want to obviously change your outfit and change your shoes. What you can do is, instead of putting your shoes right by your bed with all the other shoes that are packing and piling up, you want to obviously wear your slippers, right? So as you're taking your slippers, put back the shoes that you were wearing throughout the day. So that in itself helps you to keep a clean space. If you were looking for a different outfit, put it back onto the hanger. Don't just leave it on the bed, because obviously when you come back from work, you're still gonna find those clothes there. When your laundry is done, just make sure that as soon as it's washed and ironed, just put it into the cupboard. Because it's already ironed and folded, it's gonna make it so much easier, and just try to keep to that. The second thing that you can do to romanticize your space is to add soft lighting. Now, this usually is more like a nighttime thing, I feel. So what I like to do, especially as I am preparing for bed, is to switch off all the bright lights, so especially the bigger lights, and just to have like a lamp on or even a candle on. So that will just help to also relax my mind and to prepare my mind to say, okay, we're going to bed now. So avoiding all the big bright lights and the blue lighting from your phone. So also just not being on your phone just before bed. So having that soft lighting also really just creates that beautiful romantic space, and honestly, you really start to feel like you're in a movie. Another way that you can use lighting is obviously adding some candles when you're taking a bath. If you're not a person who likes to take a bath, you can take a shower, but just adding that lighting, it just creates a different mood in the room. Lastly, another way to romanticize your space is to use your beautiful dishware and your glassware. I know, konizitsha is abavagashi, that you do not touch, it's only for visitors. But trust me, there's just a certain feeling that you get when you use the visitors' dishware and the visitors' glassware. It just gives you this confidence and just, this feeling of just wanting to have your head held high and just enjoying your meal and your drink overall. So I would say try it like once in a while, just to make yourself feel special and just to add some flavor to your day. Use your fancy things daily, the things that you deem for special occasions, because you deserve it and it makes you feel so good. Now let's talk about elevating our daily routine. Let's talk about 3 simple ways to feel more elegant and more feminine. The first one is to wear perfumes that make you feel confident. Now this I absolutely love to do. I will use perfume in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, because when I smell good, I feel good and I bring about a certain energy with me, you know? Discover what scents you love and, you know, go from there. I'm actually on a journey of just, you know, investing into the type of perfumes I want. I'm also looking to invest in eau de perfumes instead of eau de toilets, because the eau de perfumes have alcohol, so they last a bit longer throughout the day and I don't have to spray it 20 times just to still smell it on my body. Whereas the eau de toilets, a lot of the body mist, you have to spray it quite a couple of times because they are water based, so they don't last as long on the body, but they are cheaper. But if you do have the coin, once in a while spoil yourself with a really nice, elegant, feminine, expensive perfume. It really does the trick, and it's gonna last longer because you're going to be mindful of how much money you spent on it, and because of how long it lasts anyways, you're not going to be using it just for just. Perfumes just have a way of making you feel more confident, more sexy, and honestly, I'll also just start feeling like I'm in a movie. My life just feels so much better when I smell good and I know that I'm wearing this really expensive perfume. It just makes the everyday just, you know, a little bit better. The second way in which you can feel more elegant and feminine is to dress in a way that makes you feel more confident. Now ladies, tell me this, don't you just have that certain outfit that you wear? It just brings about a certain classiness, a certain confidence, a certain, you know, elegance to you, where you just feel like you are walking on cloud nine and nobody can touch you. You are just that girl that is in her bag and you know what's happening with your life and everything is just, you know, top tier. That's definitely what a good outfit can do for you. Throughout the week, I'll always find at least one day where I just want to step it up a bit. I do work in an environment where it isn't so formal in terms of what we wear, but there are those days where I want to be a bit smart casual, so I do step it up a bit, add a bit of makeup and, you know, my outfit, you know, a little heel, you know, so people can hear you when you're walking down the corridor. But honestly, it just elevates my mood so much and I just feel like I'm that girl. And the last one, just a simple way to make you feel more elegant and feminine, is to speak kindly and to move with grace. Now, kindness and grace can never go out of style, especially for us ladies. I think that is something people are always looking for, and you know, you never know when someone just needs a kind word. You just want to be known as someone who is kind, who is thoughtful, who has a caring heart, and someone who moves with grace, who holds her head held high, who speaks fondly of other people, who will never be caught, you know, speaking ill of anyone or just, you know, using vulgar language. Just really holding yourself to a certain level and just being a woman of high value. Remember this, elegance is not just an aesthetic, but it is a mindset. Lastly, let's talk about slowing down, being present, and enjoying the moment. Busy world of ours where everything is just so rush, we're always chasing the next. We never really get to, you know, be still and sit back, savor the moment, be present with family and friends, be present with ourselves, and just, you know, recognize where we are and just how beautiful this current moment is in our life. So let's look at ways on how we can practice being mindful and being present and savoring those little moments. The first one is to enjoy slow mornings without rushing. Child, I am speaking to myself, I am preaching to myself, because guys, I struggle so much. Like, I'm always in a rush in the morning. It's actually disgusting. Like, I'm always late. I really need to start implementing this, and I honestly don't know how that looks like right now, but we're gonna figure it out. But what I have noticed is just setting a routine. I do have some sort of routine, but I am struggling to sort of, you know, kick it into gear and really be consistent, because some days I do it really well where my mornings are really slow and I get so much time to spend praying, reading my word, and then getting ready, looking for an outfit, some lipstick, mascara quickly, and maybe even journaling. I've had mornings like that. And then some mornings I'm packing my breakfast, I'm off. As long as I'm dressed, I have my laptop bag and I'm out the door. So yeah, this is something that we can all work towards, I guess. But I really like the idea of slow mornings and not rushing, because then by the time you get to wherever you're going, you are so calm, you're so still, and you're ready for the day. You focus, you're motivated, and you're ready to have a productive day. The second one is listening to classical or soft music. I definitely love to do this when I'm working, well, more so at home, because don't really play music in the office. But I'll just play like that jazz music. There's this playlist that's always live on YouTube, or that crackling Christmas fire instrumental music. I love that as well. It's just so calming and it makes me feel so still and like I have everything together. Another one that I like to play is lo-fi. I think it's a genre on YouTube, but you can play it. It's also just really instrumental, and it's just this beautiful soft music, and mostly it's like R&B, sort of. It's giving R&B hip hop vibes, but like it's not as fast. It's like really slow and just easy, relaxing. Some people it makes them sleep. Some people need that fire pumping music to get through the day. But obviously this is just for certain moments where we're just trying to go slow, we're trying to relax, we're just trying to be present, and this is just one of the ways that you can do it. Lastly, we can take ourselves on solo dates. Yes, we can be outside alone. We don't have to be with someone. I know it can be so awkward. Just take your phone then. I mean, that is already company enough. Some people already do that. They'll be sitting next to someone across them and they'll be on their phone the whole time. And I'm just thinking, then why did you come outside? It doesn't make sense. But spending time with yourself, guys, it's really fun getting to know yourself. Some people feel like they've spent enough time by themselves, they just need to be with other people. But there's just that bit of romance, when you're spending time with yourself, taking yourself out on dates, going for brunch or breakfast or even dinner and looking cute, where you see those cute Instagrammable moments. That's romanticizing your life. Life is honestly too short not to be able to enjoy the everyday moments. I think sometimes we glamorize the big moments and achievements and the goals and the big vacations or the big holidays, and to be honest, most part of life is the mundane, the boring, the routine. And that's the part that needs to satisfy us the most and fulfill us and just give us a sense of gratitude and fulfillment and contentment, to be like, I really love my life and I'm happy with it. I think too many of us are looking at the magic in other people's lives, and we've forgotten that our lives can be magical too if we want it. Let me know, what is one thing that you are gonna do to romanticize your own life? Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like this video. Please share it with a friend, family member. And if you're not subscribed already, please do. So many of you guys are not subscribed. I don't understand why. We are on the road to 2,000 subscribers. I am so excited. There's definitely going to be a giveaway, and I'd really love to achieve this goal in April. So guys, please help me to get to the goal. I'm going to be pushing out as much content as I can, as we are still doing the 75-day heart challenge. So keep up with me. It is almost over, but let's keep going. Please do engage with this video and comment down below. I love you guys so much. Mwah! Until the next video, which is tomorrow.